morning, everyone. Welcome to our English class. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you again. And welcome, everyone. This is the agenda we are going to follow during this class. At first, we have a welcome, then we have a social emotional content. 3, content presentation, then we have the reflection of the day, the objective we want to achieve in this class. And number 6, the class development. In here, I'm going to mention the books in which you are going to work. We are going to work in a student's book and practice book. And number 7, questions and answers. If you want to ask me something after finish our class, you can do it. The reflection. Who wants to read the reflection to the whole class? Raise your hand and say, me, teacher, I want to participate and I want to read the reflection. Who wants? Okay, Maria Jose, do it.
Reflection. Never stop learning because life never stops teaching.
Never stop teaching. Thank you, Maria Jose. Now, what do you understand about the reflection? Who wants to mention something about the reflection? What do you understand? Sophie, tell me.
Que nunca dejes de aprender.
Excellent. Never stop learning. Why? Because life never stops teaching. We are going to find a lot of we are going to learn new things every day. For that reason, it is important that you never stop learning. Why? Because life never stops teaching. This is the reflection of the day. Now we have the objective. Who wants to read it? Sophie, do it.
To recognize and talk about events that happened before a given time in the past.
Very good. Thank you, Sophie. This is the objective we want to achieve in this class. We are going to talk about past perfect. As you can see in the presentation, this is the content we are going to develop. Past perfect. There are some students who tell me, teacher, this content is difficult to understand, or this content is easy for me. But if you follow the instructions, if you pay attention to the explanation, you are gonna say, really, this content is very easy to understand. So pay attention to this explanation. Then you are gonna practice this. This is a short explanation about past perfect tense. The past perfect tense in English is composed of 2 parts. The past tense, the verb to have, in this case, have. As you know, have is the present. What's the past? Had. Plus the past participle of the main verb. Here I have some examples. Okay, had plus past participle. We have positive statements, negative statements, and we have questions. What about a positive statement? She had finished. Another example I can mention is, I have played soccer. I have written a poem. Another example that you can mention, please? Using past perfect. Another example? Mention some examples using past perfect tense.
She has finished.
Paolo said she hadn't finished. Okay, this is the example talking about negative statements. She hadn't finished. And questions. Had she finished? And in this way, you are going to recognize past perfect tense. Now, what you are going to do in this moment is open your student's book, page number 10. A student's book, page number 10. I'm going to give you some seconds in order you can take out your student's book and look for page number 10. This is a page. This is a page in which we are going to continue working in this moment. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes, teacher.
excellent. Thank you for telling me. Now, according to the first exercise, we say, the instruction is, read, look, and label the pictures with the days of the week. If I ask you, what are the days of the week? You are going to say, teacher, that content is easy for me. Okay, days of the week. Everybody knows what are the days of the week. Let me see. Who wants to mention the days of the week? Maria Jose, mention them, please.
Ahorita, señor.
Okay,
Thursdays is meet Yulis by the Tiber River. He
okay.
was finished.
Listen, mention the days of the week. Audrey, please. You raise your hand, Audrey.
The days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, thank you,
Sunday.
Audrey. Thank you. These are the days of the week. And you are going to say, that content is easy. I know the days of the week. I know how to write the days of the week. Now we are going to continue with this. You are going to read the information we have in here. Okay, Maria Jose. Now, please read the information related with Thursday. Read it, please.
Ahorita, señor.
Okay.
Thursday is meet Yulis by the Tiber River. He had finished school and was swimming. I wanted to go in, but and I found my swimsuit.
Swimsuit. I have forgotten my swimsuit. Okay, Mariana. Do it, Mariana. Friday.
Okay. Friday, I went to see a play last night. I hadn't seen any plays before. I had only read them in school. The actors were masked, and the audience was very noisy.
Very good. Thank you. Now, Alejandro, read the information for Saturday, please.
I went to the market. I wanted to buy some new pens. Unfortunately, I didn't buy anything. I hadn't brought my money.
Very good. Now, Sophie, you raised your hand too. Sunday.
I went with my dad to see his friend Ovidius, who is an architect. He showed us his new villa. He had painted all the room red. Cool!
Excellent, Sophie. Now, the correct pronunciation is architect. It's not architect, okay? Architect. Thank you. Now, Monday, who wants to read the information for Monday? Raise your hand and tell me, teacher, I want to participate. Ryan, okay, Ryan? Monday.
I went to the doctor today. A snake had bitten me. The doctor put some herbs. I uncupped some wine and poured it into my nose. I was worse than to the snake bit.
Okay, very good. Now, what you are going to do on these paragraphs? You are going to identify the past perfect tenses. For example, in Thursday, how many past perfect tenses do we have in there? Thursday. How
He
many?
had finished school and he was swimming.
He was swimming is not a past perfect tense.
He had finished school and he was swimming.
But okay, Sofia, in this case, he had finished school is a past perfect tense. That's okay. The second is, I had forgotten my swimsuit. We have two past perfect tenses in the first paragraph. Thursday, what you are gonna do? Underline or mark the past perfect tense. That's what you are gonna do in this moment. Underline or mark the past perfect tense. I'm gonna help you in this moment. Okay, I have in here this information. The first, as Sophie said before, you are gonna underline, he had finished school. This is the first. Underline or mark. Van a subrayar o marcar las oraciones en pasado perfecto. This is one of them. He had finished school. The second, I had forgotten my swimsuit. This is the second past perfect tense. What about Friday? How many or what are the past perfect sentences in Friday? Identify them. Tell me. What are the past?
I hadn't seen any place before.
Yes, Alejandro, that is one of them. I hadn't seen any place before. This is a past perfect tense, but in negative. This is negative, but it's okay. I hadn't seen any place before. Underline them, please.
And I had read them in school.
I had only read them in school. That's the second. Very good. Excellent, Alejandro. That's the second. I have only read them in school. What about Saturday?
I hadn't brought my money.
Yes, we have just one. I hadn't brought my money. Very good. In this way, you are going to identify past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. And Monday, what about Monday?
He had painted all the rooms red.
Let me see. On Sunday, right? We are on Sunday. Yeah, he had painted all the rooms red. Very good. This is another past perfect tense. He had painted all the rooms red. And Monday. On Monday, we have?
A snake had bitten me.
Yes. A snake had bitten me. This is the other past perfect tense. Any question about it? Questions? Did you finish this? Did you underline or mark the sentences?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Alejandro.
Teacher,
Yes,
¿cuál es la de Thursday?
Thursday. Thursday, he had finished school. He had finished school. And I had forgotten my swimsuit. These are the sentences for Thursday. Somebody else?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now we are going to continue with the next exercise. What you are going to do? As you can see here, we have some pictures. You are going to write the day of the week on the lines. Let's start with Thursday. What is the picture that represents Thursday?
Then where is swimming?
The boy or the girl who is swimming. Very good. Here on this line, you are going to write Thursday. Write on this line Thursday. I'm going to give you some seconds in order you can finish this exercise and you can write the words. Thursday.
Teacher,
Valeria.
y las imágenes de arriba, ¿qué les vamos a poner?
This one. Okay, Valeria, we are this. Alejandro says that this is Thursday. You are going to write Thursday. Las líneas, chicos, vamos a escribir los días de la semana. ¿Ok?
Es que mi duda es donde está todo el párrafo arriba y aparece una botella y dos plumas.
Okay, Valeria, we are in here. This is the first. This is Thursday. Now, Friday. What is the picture that represents Friday?
¿Dónde está el señor actuando?
This is Friday. Here you are gonna write Friday on this line. Write Friday. Friday. Saturday, what is the picture for Saturday? What's the picture for Saturday?
Donde aparecen las plumas.
¿Dónde está la casa? Ajá.
This one, the feathers. So, Valeria, this is Saturday.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. This is Saturday. Sunday, what's the picture?
¿Dónde aparece la casita roja?
Yes, this is Sunday. Sunday is here. Sunday. And the last Monday.
Era botella.
La botella.
The heart. Okay, this is Monday. Okay, I suppose everybody finished this exercise. We are going to continue with exercise number 2 that we have in here. It says, read again and number the sentences in order. First or second? Letter A. What's the first sentence?
Second.
Alejandro?
Second.
This one. Read the sentence, please.
You swam in the river.
Okay, but the first is?
Oh, no, first.
This is first, right? Julius finished school. This is the first. You are going to write in here number 1. Number 1 in here. And number 2, Julius swam in the river. This is number 2 or second. First, second. Letter B. In letter B, what's the first sentence?
Number 2.
Flora real plays at school.
Yes, Paolo. This is the first. Flora real plays at school. And the second is Flora went to the theater. Letter C. What's the first?
Flora went to see Ovidius Villa.
No, that's the second. The first one is?
He had painted all the room red cool.
No, Maria Jose. What's the first sentence?
Ovidius painted his Villa red.
Yes, that's the first. And the second, Flora went to see Ovidius Villa. And the last sentences, letter D, what's the first?
A doctor poured wine into Flora's nose.
A snake bit Flora.
This is the first. A snake bit Flora. This is the first. And the second, Valeria, it's a doctor poured wine into Flora's nose.
Okay.
Okay. Any question about it? Did you finish?
Yes, teacher.
¿Cuál era la C y la D? No la escuché.
Letter C. Ariana, letter C.
Sí, la D también.
Okay, letter C. The first is Ovidius painted his villa red. This is number 1. And number 2 is Flora went to see Ovidius' villa. Letter D. A snake bit Flora is number 1. And number 2 is a doctor poured wine into Flora's nose.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
What's the B?
Letter B. Okay. Letter
Yes.
B. The first, Maria Jose, is Flora read plays at school. And the second, Flora went to the theater.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Now let's continue with our practice book.
Teacher,
Yes?
a question. What is the C and D?
C and D. Okay, Mariana, I'm going to show you again. Letter C, number 1 is Ovidius painted his villa red. And the second, Flora went to see Ovidius' villa. Letter D. In letter D, we have that a snake bit Flora is the first, and a doctor poured wine into Flora's nose is number 2 or second.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now we are going to continue with our practice book. Practice book, page number 9. Practice book, page number 9. Here we have the exercise. Are you ready with your practice book?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
No.
No, okay, Mariana, I'm going to wait for you.
Okay. I'm ready, teacher.
Okay, excellent. Now, according to these exercises, what you have to do is pay attention to the instructions in order to understand what you have to do. Exercise number 1. Remember that we are going to continue talking about past perfect tenses. The instruction for number 1 says, read the sentences and number the pictures in order, first or second. Let's start with the first. Lucius didn't feel well. Lucius had eaten a kilogram of olives. What's the first and what's the second? According to the sentence, what's the first?
One is the boy is it.
This one, Paolo, do you think that this is the
Yes.
first?
Yes.
And the second is this?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent, Paolo. First, second. Number 2. Minius knocked. Minius knocked at the door, but nobody opened it. Calpurnia had gone shopping. What's the first and what's the second?
Venus got at the door, but did not open it. Number 1 and number 2. Courtney had go shopping.
Yeah, very good. This is number 1 and this is number 2. Number 3. Gala was worried. Gala had left her homework on the kitchen table. What's number 1 and what's number 2?
Number
See?
2 is the first and number 1 is the second.
Yes, Alejandro. This is the first, and this is the second. First, second. And number 4. What about number 4? Popilius recited a poem from memory. Popilius had studied all night. What's the first? What's the second?
Picture 1 is Picture 1 is number 1 and picture 2 is number 2.
But in this case, Paolo, let me tell you that according to the sentence, Popilius recited a poem from memory. This is the first, Paolo. This is the first.
No.
Yeah. Why?
What?
Sí, porque
Okay.
está recitando el poema y después la otra se está estudiando en la noche.
But we have, let me see, Popilius, okay, Paolo. Okay, Popilius recited a poem from memory. Popilius had studied all night. Okay, Paolo, you have reason. Excellent. The first is, Paolo, can you repeat again, please? What's the first and what's the second?
No.
Paolo?
No, it's easier.
Say it,
Number
Paolo.
number 1 is Populus that study of niche.
And the second is this, as Paolo said, right? Paolo lo dijo también, ¿verdad? Okay, Paolo, thank you. Okay, this is number 1 or first, and this is second. Did you finish? You
Yes.
finished? Okay, now the last exercise. For the last exercise, we have, look at the timeline. This is the timeline.
Los de la feria. Los de la feria. Los del mi
Jason?
grupo. Los del inglés.
Jason? Okay, this is a timeline. You have to look at the timeline and complete the sentences with the past perfect. Look at the timeline. Number 1 is already done. In 49 AD, Furious Purpose hadn't started school. What's number 2? What's number 2? In 52 AD, he that's number 2. Think and tell me. Who knows?
Had
Sophia.
moved.
Excellent, Sophia. That had moved, this one. Had moved, as Sophie said before. Had moved. Take notes and complete the sentence. In 52 AD, he had moved to Rome. Number 3, in 50 AD, Furious,
Then
Sophie?
Then
This is number 2.
teacher, ¿cuál es la 3?
Okay, number 3. What's number 3? In 50 AD, Furious. Valeria, this is number 3.
Teacher, no se la escuchó por un momento, así que no le oí cuál era la 3.
This is
Number-
number 3. Valeria, this is number 3. This one.
Okay.
Hadn't learned. Okay, what about number 4? What's number 4?
Had see.
In 54 I did he, Sophie?
Had see.
Had see, but in this case, past participle. Remember the use of past participle? It's this. Had his first gladiator fight. And the last, that is number 5. In 53 AD, Furious,
Hands.
Okay, this is the last. Hadn't met. I'm gonna show you this in order you can take notes and complete the exercises, complete the sentences.
Finish.
Okay,
Finish.
very good. Did you finish?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Any question about it? All it's clear? Did you understand everything?
Disculpe, maestra, ¿y qué es el past participle?
Past participle. Okay, Sophie. The past participle is, I'm going to tell you this in Spanish. When you said, for example, he comido, he leído un poema bonito, podría ser también, ¿verdad? That is another example. He jugado fútbol. In English, I had played soccer, I had eaten, I had written a beautiful poem, etc. In this way, you are going to identify past perfect or past participle, in this case, past participle. There is a difference between past simple and past participle. Past simple, for example, go. The past simple for this verb, go, is went. What's the past participle for go? Gone. As you can see, these verbs are going to change in their past participle. En el past participle, chicos, los verbos cambian. Por ejemplo, el pasado simple de go es went. La mayoría de ustedes conocen el pasado simple y no se les dificulta, pero el momento de identificar pasado participio, como me está diciendo Sophie, sí como que es un poquito complicado para la mayoría, pero la idea es que ustedes los vayan practicando. El año pasado creo que también ya tienen una base de este tema. Past simple, past participle, but we are gonna go step by step. If you want to ask me something about past participle, you can do it. Or if you want a list of past participle verbs, you can ask me, teacher, can you send me, or can you send us a list of past participle verbs? I'm gonna do it. Si usted quiere una lista de verbos, tanto pasado simple como pasado participio, con mucho gusto se los puedo proporcionar, chicos. Okay? So, any other question, Sophie?
No, teacher.
Okay. More questions? All it's clear?
No.
Okay. Okay, the class is finished. The class is finished. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your attention, your participation, and your excellent behavior.
Bye,
during
teacher.
Teacher.
Bye,
Bye, teacher.
Take care.
Bye,
Bye,
teacher.
bye. Take care. Have a nice day. Have a nice afternoon.